Bradley J. Travel, Bradley J. here. It's Iceland today. This is a compilation of images from 4 trips. There aren't many, surprisingly few photos. Story about arrival on one of the trips with my brother Phil. Rented a 4-wheel drive vehicle for the first time and got overzealous and decided to take a dirt road back from the airport to Reykjavik. Thing is, it was winter and the dirt road was not maintained, and I got a little too adventurous, and we almost got stuck way, way out in the hinterland where no one goes, and it was kind of dangerous. We did make it. We plowed through, but I probably took more risk than necessary. Iceland is great. It's close. It's closer. It feels closer than California. And it's so close that you can get a real foreign exotic trip much more cheaply than you can, say, somewhere further away, because you can justify going for 3 days, even 2 days. All of my trips have been only 2 days. The landscape is beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the American West. And now that I say that, I bet you recognize that. It's very volcanic. There are volcanoes popping up all over the place. Lots of black volcanic rock and soil. Lots of moss growing over that rock and soil. And the town of Vik has black beaches and these black spires. I think they're black. I can't remember. Maybe it was just a foggy day shooting out of the sea. But black beaches for sure. Cool wildlife, especially the horses. Well, are the horses wildlife? They're semi-wild, as we'll see later on. I've kind of organized this by geography, Reykjavik, horses, what else? People. This is the little airport, not the big one you'll land in. This is the little Reykjavik Airport and a sculpture in Reykjavik. I went once with Brother Phil, once with Brother Dave and nephew John, and twice with Shannon. Fish is a big deal here, as you might imagine, and they eat puffin. At least they sell puffin, which is, I know that it is hypocritical of me to be leery of that. They're just so pretty looking. You see these beautiful little birds lined up in a row in a box. Not that cold in Iceland. However, it's cold enough to freeze a waterfall. You'd think it would be icy, like super cold, like Montreal cold plus, but not really. It is, I believe, on the Gulf Stream, or close to the Gulf Stream, so that kind of keeps it warmer. This is from behind a waterfall, which is super cool, on the way to Vik, V-I-K, which is maybe 3 hours away from Reykjavik. There is plenty of snow. I never go in the summer. I don't really go anywhere in the summer because it's hot and crowded and expensive. And in the case of Iceland, the sun would be up almost all day, maybe all day, and that's not something I have any interest in. I much rather the cozy, wintry feel. This is a pizza place, kind of pizza place with beer, called Hornet. I think we'll see the door later. It's a charming, charming, charming place. There are fjords and lots of seabirds. And once you get out of Reykjavik, it is wild. A great majority of the people in Iceland live in Reykjavik. That's Shannon, and that's me, wearing my Harley Davidson jacket. No, I've never owned a Harley Davidson. I've only owned Honda motorcycles. Hope that's not a bummer for you. Very much a fishing place, but also, as far as industry goes, they do a lot of processing because they have free energy boiling out of the ground. About 85% of the homes there are heated with geothermal heat, and that heat is also used to process stuff industrially. So other countries will send them raw materials and they will process it because they have that free energy. Lots of cool music. It is a super good, cool music town. They have a new music festival in, I believe, October. This is Horned, the door to that pizza place. Yeah, in October. This is there's a day when students do weird stuff. It's kind of a thing, and that was what that was, wearing bunny costumes. The town has about 6 public hot water parks or baths that you should definitely check out if you go there. They're free, I think. They're municipal. That's nephew John and brother Dave and nephew John. You are allowed to bring alcohol into the country. And I recommend that you maximize that and take all you're allowed to take if you can carry it, if you want to save money, because alcohol is very expensive there. Here's the Blue Lagoon. One day, they were drilling a hole for the well of a new building. Went home, came back, boom, all this hot water had formed this Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is great. Now, this is my very favorite thing. The horses. How beautiful. The Icelandic horses. You can go horseback riding, or you can just kind of enjoy them in the semi-wild. That is a fence, but they have massive pastures. I'm holding on to this photo extra long because this is one of my favorite photos ever. They're sturdy, they're friendly, they're so loving. You just want to hug them. You just want to kind of stay there and camp out with them. And they would probably like it too. This is where you do, one of the places where you do the horseback riding. I loved it. Recommend it. I think my horse was named Veinker. Isn't that nice? Isn't that beautiful? That's Iceland, my friends. Rugged land, rugged horses. This is a saddle horse. Once they take the saddle off, they want to scratch their back. And on the way home, Greenland out the airplane window. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and you'll get notified of new videos if you click on the bell. Remember to travel lightly, my friends. Travel lightly.